Hey everybody, today I want to show you an updated guide on the insta-kill siren video I did for True Vault Hunter mode. The only difference is today I'm on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but this works for normal Vault Hunter mode, True Vault Hunter mode, and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. What's happening different today is I'm going to show you how to add a couple seconds on the timer for Haderax coming out of the crater to give you enough time to get to the crater. After that, I want to explain how you beat Haderax with the crater method if you haven't beat him yet and have just gotten the mission from Sir Hammerlock here in the back burner, because I remembered when I moved up to Ultimate Vault Hunter mode this week that when you first meet Haderax, he has an intro video that starts him outside the crater, so the crater method at first doesn't seem possible. But I'm going to explain how it can still be done. Unfortunately, I already completed my Haderax mission, forgetting to make a video at the same time so I can demonstrate what your steps will be. The only difference is you will have an intro video for Haderax if this is your first go on your playthrough, and I won't. So first you're going to want to make sure that you have the toothpick assault rifle, the retainer shield, a warder class mod with at least +5 recompense on it. And if you don't have one, the easiest way to farm it is to go to the Marcus Mercenary shop and farm the snowman, and within 3 tries, my warder class mod was on the loot train that spawns as a reward for beating the snowman. It's optional, but I like to equip a rocket launcher, as I'll be downing myself to respawn in the box and skip the journey to the base drop booth. And if you're going to be doing this for the first time via Sir Hammerlock's mission, then you're going to want to make sure you have at least 40 iridium, as it's going to take an intentional fail to achieve the crater method due to his intro starts him having popped through the crater already. So now we're going to look at the skill tree. On the previous Haderax video, I forgot to only equip the essentials as far as weapons and skill points go, and I didn't want to confuse people on what was actually needed or make you question why it works for me and not you. Should for some reason you have an issue, at least you know our build was the same. All we're going to have in this skill tree is, of course, the first point needed to access the skill tree. And then just put 5 points into Sweet Release, Wreck, and Recompense. With your Warder class mod, Recompense will have 10 points in it, which is what's making this method work. I should note that Recompense is the only skill actually required for this, so the other 2 skills on tier 1 and 2 don't matter, just as long as you invest in 2 skills to reach Recompense. But if you want to be safe, just put the points into the ones I listed, just to know everything was the same. So now we're going to go to the burrows, and that's going to be where Haderax is located. So next, turn around and head to the Writhing Deep where Haderax is. So next, as soon as you spawn, go ahead and pull out your rocket launcher and, well, blow yourself up. If you're not using a rocket launcher, since this is an insta-kill method, you can take the elevator, as we will only need 1 try to beat Haderax guaranteed. You'll see as soon as you spawn, as usual, you spawn up top in the base drop booth. Now here's where you can add just a little bit more time before Haderax comes out to ensure you make it to the crater. Go ahead and put in your 4 iridium in all 4 modules, or 5 iridium rather, sorry, and then as soon as the beat starts that plays while it waits for you to push the button, as soon as it starts, push the button and quickly head down to the crater. If done correctly, the base drop won't happen immediately, and we'll go through about 5 seconds of the beat before the base drop happens that signals that the fight is going to begin. Sometimes if you're lucky, the game will go through about 8 seconds of the beat before the base drop, but 5 seconds should be plenty. Lastly, just stand in the crater, and I've noticed that you don't want to be too much left, but not too much right, or Haderax and the crater air will blast you sideways. This method is easy to do, but it's also easy to misplace yourself. Don't overthink it, but if you mess up, you can either fight Haderax using the cheese method, considering you have the toothpick and retainer on, which you can check out that method in my Haderax Invincible Cheese video, or if you're stacked on iridium, you can always just quit and save and try again. The choice is up to you, because if you miss the first attempt, it won't work if you try it again on another crater he comes out of, even if you do it on the same crater he started on. Feel free to test that yourselves and show me the results. So now we're going to put our 5 iridium in each one. And as soon as the beat starts, we're going to hit the button. So now, and as you see, the bass drop didn't even happen until we were ready to jump over here in the crater. And now we're just going to stand in the crater, not too much left or right, but enough so that way we're definitely inside of Haderax. And if done correctly, Haderax will die after he emerges fully, and then you can respawn, go down, and collect your loot. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to save quit and come back in. So now I can show you guys the difference between that and what you're going to do if you're doing Haderax for the first time, whether it's on normal, true, or ultimate. Each time you do Haderax for the first time, you'll have to do it as a mission, and he'll have an intro video which will start him outside of the crater, making it seem like you can't use the crater method on him and you'll have to fight him normally. But that is not the case. So now the only thing that's going to be different for the players who are accessing Haderax through the mission you have to complete before you can farm him unlimitedly is that you're going to have to take the elevator up instead of blowing yourself up, as this enables the intended way to play Haderax that forces you to pay the 20 iridium each time. So now we're going to head over here to the box. And then we're going to take the elevator up. And again, this is for people who are doing the mission. If you've already beaten Haderax for the first time in your playthrough and now you can farm him unlimitedly, you don't have to do this method, and you probably already know that. So now, once you've done that, go ahead and put in your 20 iridium, then start the bass drop. You'll see the introduction play for Haderax, and then he will start his usual phase, but he will already be out of the crater. Once the intro cinematic plays and says his name across the screen, go ahead and drop out of the box, then just blow yourself up and it will end the fight with Haderax. You will respawn up top and the modules will be ready for you to put in your other 20 iridium. Do know that if you down yourself before leaving the bass drop booth, the game won't count that for reasons of being fair, I assume, and Haderax will still be there. So make sure that you drop out of the box and blow yourself up. So now we're going to do that. So we're going to put in our iridium, and I'm going to show you what you don't do and what you should do. So we're going to hit the button. We're going to go ahead and pull out our rocket launcher, and there's Haderax. Now the difference between me and you will be is if you're just now doing this for the first time, that would have been an intro cinematic, and then Haderax would have already been out. But for me, I've already beaten that mission, so I can just go ahead and start the fighting them. But we're going to go ahead and down ourselves, and then we're going to respawn. And when we respawn, you'll notice that Haderax isn't going away and the music is still playing, because I'm assuming that Gearbox gives you a fair chance in case you killed yourself before you could even get to the fight, and they allow you to get another chance. I don't know how many chances you get, but I wouldn't test it. But I do know that if you blow yourself up, Haderax will still be out here and the music will still be going. So what you have to do is go inside the elevator box, hit the button to drop you out, then you're going to down yourself. This time, after I respawn, the music will fade away. Haderax might be out there for like an extra 2 seconds, but you'll see him jump back in the ground, and then he'll go away. His health bar will disappear, and then the iridium modules will light back up, showing that you can pay again to fight him again. Now you're going to simply take the elevator back downstairs. You're not going to start the fight up yet. So you're going to take the elevator back down to reset the playing field and deactivate the intended way to play Haderax. And once the elevator's at the bottom, go ahead and blow yourself up again. Once again, you will respawn up top. The elevator should be downstairs. Then put in your other 20 iridium of the 40 I told you to bring. And if you want a couple extra seconds as well before Haderax pops out, just again, wait till the beat starts, then push the bass drop button, drop down quickly and go to the crater. Haderax will pop out like normal, skipping the intro movie as you have already been through that, and you can be Haderax on your second go with him using the crater. At first I thought this was going to I was going to have to fight him normally on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode due to the intro cinematic, but after some brainstorming I figured out how to avoid that and only take a loss of 20 iridium, which if you farm the dragons on normal like I do, that isn't an issue. And now we're going to put in our iridium. Now this, for the people who are doing it through the mission, you would be able to, this time you'll be able to skip the intro cinematic, and you'll be able to fight Haderax and beat Haderax during the mission without actually having to fight him. So to make it make sense to everyone in a shortened version, when I was doing the Fight for Sanctuary DLC for the first time on the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, after you finish it, you can go to Sir Hammerlock. He'll give you a mission that says you're going to go into a raid and fight a big boss, which is going to be Haderax. When you get here, you'll have to fight Haderax. He'll have an intro cinematic that'll be like Haderax the Invincible, and by the time you get down there, he's already outside. Well, if you do everything I just told you to do, you'll actually be able to do the fight again within the mission, and this time you'll have time to go to the crater, so you don't have to fight Haderax, especially on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and you don't actually have to go against him, even though it's your first time going against him, and the intro cinematic and everything plays. You can still skip that and be able to fight him like everyone else does, and that way you can actually unlock Haderax for ultimate or unlimited farming. So we're going to go over here and look at this, see what we got here. Nothing I'd go home and tell mom about, but you know, I like to pick these up. That's 716,000, 800,000, and this is how I money farm as well. So I get a little bit of my iridium back. I can get some ammo. I can look at some class mods if I need it. Anything there that I might need, and then after that, oh, that's 726. Actually, I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah, and then after that, I'll just save and quit, and I'll spawn back here in the Writhing Deep. And then I can start it all over and do the same method again. And if you had the mission to turn in, you go turn that into Sir Hammerlock, and then you can come right back here and start farming them like everyone else is doing on whatever play mode you're on. So I hope this helped everybody out. Wasn't too much rambling and made sense for you guys. I will leave timestamps in the description so you can skip to what you need to. And hopefully you will be able to beat the mission if it's your mission. If not, you can farm him with ease, and you can kind of make it a little bit quicker, and also have a little bit extra time to get down to the crater for those who are having trouble, or the base drop was happening immediately, or something of the sort. This is what you can do. So have a great day, and I hope these videos continue to help you guys in the future.